Hello. I come out to do a little bit of nitro car testing, and it didn't go well. But if you want to see that, you can see that on the other channel. And I'm sitting here now, in this industrial estate, just looking round, and I'm thinking, God, a lot of this has changed quite a lot since the last time I was here. Should we go for a little walk? Let's go and see what's up here. Could go up these stairs. Quite a busy little road. A lot of rubbish lying around. Rubbish everywhere. In all the bush. Birds' nests in all the trees. Quite nice actually. Go down this alley through this tunnel. All the tiles have come off. It's a nice one. Been down here before, I think. Let's go up these stairs. Let's see what's up here. I don't think this is particularly exciting around here. Bit boring, I think. Huh. More rubbish. And more stairs. Plenty of squirrels when we come out on top. That's exciting. Well, that was a pretty boring walk, but I've got the Hyper ST with me and this Tomahawk. But the trouble I had with the Hyper ST was the battery pack for the receiver ain't no good. It doesn't hold a particularly good charge, so that ran out. Couldn't even give that a test. Then the pull start snapped on the Tomahawk. So, didn't really get to give either of them a test either. And we're in a boring industrial state. That's exciting, isn't it? Never mind. Alright, so I said, didn't I? I said earlier on that the battery, I'll only tell you briefly because the whole video of it, I've done a whole video on all of this, but yeah, I ended up, I've got the battery out of this now, and I'll put it on the battery charger, and I'm going to discharge it and charge it a number of times. Hopefully it will come back, and then this will be hopefully good. I won't have to buy a new battery for it with any luck. That would be handy. This one, the pull start broke. I didn't even get it started. I pulled it a few times and the pull start broke. So I'll have to try and get a new pull start for this, and then might better give this a bit of a blast around. I tell you what, it's just my luck that it is actually just my luck that I'd take two nitro cars out to go and have a blast around for half an hour, and both of them will break before they even start. It's just typical my luck, that is. But I've got the battery here, look, it's on the cycler, it's on the charger, but it's on the cycle, so it's charging and then discharging, so hopefully it might come back to life and I might not have to buy a new battery, but you know, there's a whole video dedicated to the whole thing about it, so oh man, never mind, we'll see what happens. Righto, you lot, I'm going to be off now. I'm going to tell you a little story about what happened yesterday evening, what happened to me. It's just a story, perhaps you might find it interesting. And look after yourselves, you lot, and just remember, we're all the same, we're all human beings, we're all the same, even though some of us are different, we're still all the same, so we look after each other, yeah, and just enjoy life, alright? So I'll catch you later on, you lot, all the best. You lot won't believe what happened to me on the way home yesterday. Now there's obviously two sides to every story, which is perfectly fine, but I was at work and I was talking about well, I wasn't, the topic got brought up by someone else and I was in the conversation, and it was about I've said it to you many times, the driving standards in this country now. It's bad. No one cares. Everyone's out for themselves. And anyway, so that was it. Went off home, driving down the road, and there's a roundabout, and if I am in the wrong, I'll hold my hands up, but I don't think I am. I used to go, it's 4 lanes, and the sign clearly says the first 2 lanes are for turning left and for going straight on down the M25. The next 2 lanes are for turning right, only right. So you can go round the roundabout in the 3rd lane and then go off to the left once you've gone round the roundabout, that is. And the right hand lane is for going round the roundabout or straight on down there. If I can find a picture of the sign, I'll put it up now. If I can't find a picture of it, then I might show you another video. Anyway, I used to get in the 2nd lane and go over, but people kept cutting me up, and I thought, why? I must be in the wrong lane. So I read the sign again. This is years ago now, and ever since, the sign makes perfect sense. You know, so I need to be in the 3rd lane, right? Not 3rd lane right, I need to be in the 3rd lane, yeah, for where I want to go, because I want to go round the roundabout and then go left down the slip road. That's what I want to do. Anyway, people always going in the left lane, in the 2nd lane, and then cutting across and going like that, zipping straight across everyone else. They always do it. I used to do it until I read the sign properly, so I can't blame them, you know, if they don't understand the signs or bother to read the signs, as I didn't before. And so yesterday, coming home, I'm in the lane I need to be in, start going, and there's a Mini Cooper. He was next to me and kind of knew what he was probably going to do. So anyway, I'm just minding my own business. I pulled away a little bit slow, thinking that he was going to zip in front of me, but he didn't. So I kept going, and he's getting closer and closer, and then he just goes behind me, really close behind me. So I'm like, oh well, it happens all the time. Go around the roundabout, right round, and then next thing I know, he's gone straight past me, right? Gone across all the lanes on the roundabout, got in front of me, and braked really sharp. There's no one in front of him, absolutely nobody, but I've got loads of cars behind me, so I don't want to slam my brakes on really hard. So I'm looking at them in the mirror thinking, can't brake too hard because they might go at my arse. I'm looking at him thinking, he's braking sharp, so I'm trying to keep a middle. I was thinking about indicating and going around him, because obviously he's a troublemaker. And I thought, right, but there's the cars coming down that lane, so I couldn't even go right. So I'm boxed in now, got cars behind me, so I can't brake too hard. He's braking harder and harder. I can see him looking in his, he wasn't even looking ahead. He was looking in his rearview mirror constantly. And so, next thing, we've slowed down to about 3 miles an hour now. Cars behind us, yeah, cars that way. He's there looking in his rearview mirror. He hasn't even looked ahead once, because I'm looking at him in his rearview mirror through mine. And then he just slammed on the brakes and stopped dead. So I've gone like that, stopped, and we're really close now, really close, like really close, yeah. We're so close I couldn't see his number plate or nothing, because I had no choice. The cars are behind me, they're at my arse and all. They were too close to me. And I'm thinking he's one of these people, you know, then what they do is they try and make an accident, don't they? They brake in front of you so you crash into them, because the way it is in this country, if you hit someone up the arse, it's your fault, usually. Like, it'll be hard for the judge or a police or whoever to say that it wasn't your fault, you know what I mean? And you'd have to find good evidence. That's why dash cams are handy. Anyway, so I didn't want to hit him because it'd come back as being my fault. And we're just sitting there. He's not getting out or anything. Then all of a sudden he gets out, and he's foreign, isn't he? He's foreign, of course. He's foreign. So I'm trying to understand what he's saying. He's got a very deep accent, don't know what it is. I said, dude, what's going on, bud? I couldn't get out, you know what I mean? I couldn't move, I couldn't go around him, you know what I mean? I could have got out of the car and run off, but I couldn't get the car out. There's cars behind me, bibbing. There's, you know, they're trying to go around us, so I was stuck. And I said, dude, what's going on? He said, no, it's not good, it's not good, what do you do, not good. And I'm thinking, I don't understand what the hell you're saying. And I'm on my own, right? Now there's this, you know, they don't give a monkeys, do they? For all I know, it could have been from some, I don't know, Albania or somewhere. They don't care. And I'm thinking, well, if I try and cause an argument, I could end up getting stabbed or something, yeah? I'm on my own. He had a woman in his car, but he was quite erratic, you know? So I'm thinking, right, he was in the wrong, 100% he was in the wrong. I know why he's done what he's done, really. Now I'm thinking about it. At first I thought he wants to try and cause an accident, but then when he got out and he was going on about the roundabout up there, I'm thinking, I know why. He was in the wrong lane. He was in the wrong lane. Like I said, if I get a picture of this sign, yeah, I'll put it up and you can see, and I'll show you what lane I was in. Anyway, and so it's going to do it up there. You're not good. I know that about it. Not good. I know that about it. And babbling a lot of stuff I couldn't really understand. And I said on the roundabout, I said I was in my lane to come around here, and you was in the left one. You go, not good. No, not good. He's going. I said, all right. So why did you brake in front of me really sharp then? He goes, oh, because you're too close. I said, no, you come around. And there's no one in front. He said, it's too tight for me up there. No, cars, too many cars. I said, there's no cars in front of you, mate. You come around me and braked really sharp because you had the ump, because you was in the wrong lane and I was in the right lane, but you wanted to come into my lane because you thought you was in the right lane, but you was actually in the wrong lane. And he's going, not good. What now? I said, I don't know what now. Get in your car and let's go home. He said, oh. And then he's getting like, oh, and I thought, right, too much now. Yeah, I'm on my own. I don't want to be getting in any trouble, like, you know, like getting hurt. So I just said, right, now in my opinion, in situations like that, it's good to be the bigger man, yeah? I don't care. So I was just like, right, I'm sorry. All right, I'm sorry. Yeah? And he goes, sorry? You sorry? I said, yeah, I'm sorry. Now can we stop blocking everyone else's road, yeah, and get in our cars and go? He goes, oh, come and have a look. I said, look at what? He showed me his bumper, nothing on it whatsoever. He's gone rubbing it. I didn't hit him. Nowhere near it. Well, we was close, but it's his fault. Anyway, regardless. So I said, right, there was nothing there, and I was so tempted to say, there's nothing there, dude, nothing there, but I didn't. I said, I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. Don't we just want to get home nicely? He goes, oh. Gets back in his car, starts waving his arms around to the woman, and then he puts his seatbelt on. And then all the cars are going around us at this point, right? And he drives off, right? But he was in such a rage, he nearly crashed into a Range Rover as he was coming out. And then another Range Rover, as we was going down the M25, a Range Rover was indicating to come in for ages, and he wouldn't let him in. And then so he cut across him, and then he was like braking and swerving around. Man, I couldn't believe it. Like, but yeah, it's crazy at the moment. Like, you know, it's all out for themselves. The roads are absolutely mad. You know, as I said, if I'm wrong, see, everyone agrees with me with this sign now, because it's come up many times before, because this isn't the first time that people have done this, you know. Normally we're in a bit of a convoy, and when we leave work, we've got me and two other people, we leave all together and we go the same route, so we're all in like a 3-car convoy. And normally, you know, you'll have cars that come across in the wrong lane, and we're all in this lane, the one I'm telling you, the third one, to go round, to go down to a Dartford crossing, and cars go in the left one and they want to cut across, but we're all in a 3-car convoy, you know. And it's always the talking point. It's the talking point of the morning or the evening, you know what I mean? Did you see that car last night try and cut across in between us? And like, yeah, we're in the wrong lane again and all that rubbish. But if we are wrong, then we're wrong, you know what I mean? But the sign is very clear, you know. The sign is split into two lanes on the left, and then there's a very heavy line through the sign, and them lanes going round, and we're going around, you know what I mean? This foreigner was in the lane for going straight down the M25. But yeah, man, if you're ever in that situation, don't try and argue, yeah, especially if you're on your own. Just bow down to them, yeah. be the bigger man, bow down to him. I'm not saying I'm perfect, but I decided there and then the best thing to do was just to bow down. Just to say, right, I'm just admit to say I'm wrong, whatever, blah blah, sorry, and then hopefully that they'll calm down, they'll get in the car and go. Sorted. Because the last thing you want to do is start arguing in the middle of the road. This person gets irate and ends up, you know, unless you're if you're a big muscly person and you can beat the fuck out of anyone, then fair enough, argue away and go for it. But I'm not. I'm a skinny little person. Do you know what I mean? I couldn't beat up a teddy bear, so I don't want to take on some foreigner that's probably don't give an uncle's monkey about me, and he'd easily just, you know, stab me or do whatever, and that would be that over a silly little lane because he was in the wrong lane. Do you know what I mean? Road rage ain't worth it, and I do pride myself on not getting road rage. So yeah, there you go, you lot. Anyway, let's go and have a look around this little industrial estate, and I'm off home. Yeah, this has changed a lot now. This industrial estate. I mean, it used to be. Well, it never used to be this kind of developed. You know, it'd be kind of rough. You'd have Arctics parked all along here where they're all in there, you know, they're all sleeping or whatever. But now it's changed a lot. It's a long way for me to come here, but yeah, it's changed a lot, man. Anyway, you've had a behind the scenes view of what happened when I tried to go and test a couple of Nitro cars, man. Yeah, it's not good, but there you go. It's what happens sometimes. You go out and they won't work. It's as simple as that. And you've just got to, if you can't fix them, you've got to carry on and go home. I've got an hour trip home now, so I'll catch you lot later on. Enjoy your weekend or your week or whenever you're watching this, day, evening, morning, and I shall see you on the next one. All the best, you lot. Take care. P.S. Don't get road rage. It's not good for anybody. If somebody cuts you up, ignore them. Completely ignore them. See you later.